And so she is that called a Detroit roll, by the way? When you have the money, I heard that somewhere. I don't know, like
The
the
big
largest
wad?
bills, right?
Oh,
In the
yeah.
descending inside the roll.
I've seen guys before in my life, man, have like 31s wrapped with 100 on the outside,
Right.
with a the yeah. No, but he had hundreds. Well, my uncle, yeah, my uncle Glenn, man, he was a character.
What did he do for a living, Uncle Glenn?
Well, I've told the story that my mom was orphaned, so he ran out, escaped. The truant officer escaped everybody, didn't go to the orphanage, and headed up to Detroit, and got a job. And it was like a stamping plant or something, and the safety didn't catch. And the fucking thing came down and cut both his hands off as he was moving like a door.
Oh my God.
So my uncle lost both of his hands. So he had a hook in his right hand, and then he had this other hand was just wrapped.
So he wasn't a pianist. I'm going to guess.
Fuck. That
Where did you get
motherfucker could play fucking steel guitar.
Oh, you're kidding? Really? I was
Oh,
joking.
fuck, man. That dude drive a Cadillac with that fucking hook, drop that fucking stump, and that's inside that fucking 90 miles an hour, motherfucker. And back in the day when you had the fucking gimmick, like this, you had to fucking like use your muscles to get the fucking. So he's always fucking like, he fucking, let me get that. He fucking reach in that fucking top pocket of that. He had pressed Levi's, pressed fucking white shirt. That motherfucker come out with that fucking roll, nothing but hundreds. He'd peel one off for me, peel one off for my brother. It was just like
the
I was all of them.
definition.
At 8 years old, think of how many fucking model cars and airplanes you can buy when they were
$100.
$2 a shot. You got fucking 40 before you buy the Testors fucking spray paint. Good fucking times.
Tester's paint. That smelled great, didn't it? I used
Oh
to
yeah.
love the smell.
Remember the glue back in the day when it was like you guys sniffed glue?
Which the
It was Testors.
the model glue? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Testors. I think Testors made that. What?
Yeah.
Wasn't that thick Elmer's?
No, that was a special.
It was clear. It was the clear
Yeah.
model glue. Yeah, it did. It had a very
Yeah.
strong aroma.
But I mean, if you weren't fucking like absolutely precise, that shit would get on the fucking because the plastic was glossy, and that shit would give that fucking smear.
Yeah.
That'd fuck up. You almost had to sand it down like fucking like you were working on a car to actually put a coat of primer on it, like white primer, then let
Can't
that
paint
dry.
over that.
Yeah, and then you got to paint if you're going to candy apple red was always one of my favorites.
The official definition, by the way, of the Detroit roll is a stack of bills, usually with a very large one, like a $100 bill, wrapped around the outside of about $51 bills. Effectively gives other people the impression that you are filthy rich when, in fact, all you have is one Benjamin and a whole lot of Washingtons. The Detroit roll. Round. Not square, ironically enough, from Detroit.
Of course.
There he goes. He's got it.
I rest my fucking.
Took a moment. But
I rest my fucking case.
I'm not putting it over, but it still goes on. The fucking tweets, it still goes on. The snapshots.
Yeah,
of
you know what?
Little
Because
Caesars,
it's
continues.
like the fucking guy that was sitting across from me the other night, and him and his wife have been down here like fucking a month. They fucking closed on a house. This is their first storm. They look like fucking Ned Beatty in Deliverance, sitting in that fucking table over there in their underwear, and like they're yeah, and I'm sure fucking the pizza to them from Detroit's square because they've been there fucking 6 months. They didn't grow up there. It's like like I said, 2013 was the first time Little Caesars used the term Detroit pizza. So if that's what you no man, Detroit pizza, yeah, you're fucking number one. You're a jabron. Number one, you fall for their bullshit marketing, and now that Detroit's making a comeback, it's chill to send a fucking square pizza up to Jersey, down to Florida, so you can have a Detroit style pizza, because it's going to make you look gangster in front of your friends. As everybody knows, man, there's only parts of Detroit that are safe. It's still real fucking wild, wild west of that motherfucker.
When people come up to you and talk about the show, like at appearances, do they talk about the pizza thing still?
No, I think people fucking know. Like, it's like the people that come up to you and they go, and they walk up to you and they go, "Hey, you know, I thought it was really fucking funny, like when you first came out, and you said adjective. Yeah, yeah. What made you do that?"
It's a good Eric Sims
That was actually Patrick from SpongeBob. I'm like, I don't know. It was my first day leaving the WWE, coming back to some place that nobody wanted us at. And I made a mistake. God forbid. I was too busy fucking making reference to Mein Kampf.
It started with the pan.
Yeah. See, my son just...
No, Dom pulled it.
Oh, Dom pulled it up. Thanks, Dom. Yeah. The first square was called the Pan, the Little Caesars had.
Okay.
Not Detroit, but the Pan.
Right.